Joe Bonamassa here at the Criterion Theater, doing this thing for Musician's Friend. I used to get that catalog back when I was a kid, and I used to come to the house, and my father would always have it, and he'd look through it because he was in the guitar business, and I'd look through it, and I'd always would circle and marker stuff that I'd like to buy, but never had any money to buy it. But eventually my father broke down and got me a guitar of my own. So thank you, Musician's Friend, for starting the addiction that has now manifests itself into what you see here. We're going to take you through the rig today. This is a candy apple blue custom painted Joe Bonamassa signature guitar. Now Gibson will paint these things any color for you, and they just ring me up and go, hey, you know, do you mind if we paint them sunburst or blue or whatever? And I'm like, sure, they're all my children and they look good. This one's actually a particularly good one, it's very light. We started talking about this in late 2007, early 2008, and basically I wanted to build a guitar that was essentially a guitar that would come out of the box and you just tune up and it would be set up for me. So that's kind of like how we started, and it's kind of turned into this guitar that's actually done really well, and I'm really proud of the fact that you see a bunch of kids playing them now, and you see, you know, some pros that are out there using them, and you know, I want them to be a guitar that people use, and I want them to be played. You know, the few differences about mine: the headstock thickness is it's very specific to a guitar that sounds really, really good. The Grover's counterbalance, the headstock, kind of gives it a bit more mass to it. It's a 59, basically 58, 59 profile type of neck. It's a kind of it's in between, you know, it's not as small as a 59, but it's not as big as a 58, so it's got a bit of a few shoulders on it in guitar terms. As far as the pickups, it's just burst bucker 2 and 3. Again, I wanted to like just take a guitar that Gibson could make and have it just come out of the box, and there's no special tricks and fancy stuff that you can't find at a store. The dish on it is carved in a specific way. Nylon saddles kind of keep it from being too bright on the non-wound strings, and the capacitors are just bumblebee caps, and it's painted black in the back, and the best part of it all is the serial number. This one is Bonamassa number 279, but it does say Bonamassa. So these are like my children. So if you have one, please take care of it, and if you abuse it, I will come and adopt it back. So anyway, we're really excited about this, and thank you to Gibson and Pat Foley and everybody at the custom shop for kind of spearheading this thing. It really is one of the thrills of my life to have a guitar with my name on it, especially a Gibson. The rig is, well, again, stuff has come in and out over the years, but it's basically the same concept. The concept of the rig is 4 amps. Not one amp does everything. I can never find an amp that does everything. The closest amp I ever found to doing basically everything is this Marshall Silver Jubilee. This particular amp has been out on the tour with me for about 15 years, and it's never broken down. Knock on wood. It's a wonderful amp made for the Canadian import market. Why? Because it has this special military switch on it. I bought it in Buffalo, New York for $400, and I've used it ever since. This is a Category 5. It's a custom-made head. It's basically a super lead with a bit of a mid boost on it, so it brings the mids forward. This is a really great amp. As of now, it's going to change in about a week or two, but as of now, this is the only Van Vilden Twinkleland in the U.S. It's a very, very nice clone of a Dumble Overdrive Special. And then this is the old Carolan JB100 6L6 model, which is a really cool amp. It's based on a Dumble circuit, but it's not quite that. It's a little bit cleaner, and it does a really special articulate thing. So that's the amps. Category 5 cabinets that are loaded with EV12Ls. Now, why do I use EV12Ls? One, I like the way they sound. I think they're really dark and expressive. The other reason why is they don't blow up. We used to have horrible problems out here, running 100-watt amps and basically into 2x12 cabinets, which is basically what these are. They're just split, vertically into two 2x12. So you're having a 100-watt amp going through essentially 2 12s, which is it's very difficult for the speakers to handle. So the EV12Ls, we never blow them up, and they sound great every day, and we love it. So these cabinets are loaded with 12Ls. They're very heavy, but they're okay. The pedal board has basically been unchanged for a while. Fuzz face, custom made by George Trips. I think we're going to put these out as a special edition thing. They're copper top, and basically, it's a great fuzz face. The wah is again made by George Trips. Full tone tremolo, whirlwind selector A, B, or both. Way huge, again, a George Trips pedal. Pork loin, which is really great. A very stock, you can buy it at any guitar store, tube screamer, or Musician's Friend. I believe you can mail order those. And again, something you can buy at any guitar store, or just mail order it. DD3 delay. Okay, now how does it sound? All right, great. The key is with these amps, they're all, again, there's only two on at the same time. So this is the Van Wilden. This has a bit of a delay on it, and I'll show you the rack because it's. That's the Van Wilden. Here's the Carolan. It's a little cleaner, a little brighter. Has chorus on it. Gives you a big chorus, a big reverb. And then there's the Category 5, which basically has nothing really run through it except the theremin, which I'll demonstrate in a minute, and the fuzz face. So you get this, so that's very dry. That's with the fuzz face, and this is what I. And then if you kick in the Jubilee, which is the second. Now if you kick in both of them. That's basically what it does, all in. And then we go, oh, geez, Joe, it all sounds the same. Well, if you're here playing it, it feels different. And then each of the amps react differently to your touch, and they clean up quicker. And others are a bit more distorted right off the bat. So, it's basically a very simple rig. It's only two on at the same time, and that's it. It's just a very, very, very expensive channel switching amp, is the way I look at it.